Oh my goodness gracious me, how intense has this month been? Fertility is a huge area of focus. Gosh, it's such a powerful time that we're living in right now. Hello, good evening, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucy Davis, and today we are going to be speaking about the energies around the full moon, which is taking place on the 23rd, 24th, early hours of the 24th, depending on where you are around the world. Oh my goodness gracious me, how intense has this month been already? There have been revelations. There has been so much coming to the surface, and we are far from over yet. We have got 10 days left of this month, my friends. And I am going to give you a big warning right now. Buckle up, buckle in, because we are going to need that seatbelt holding us tight as we step through the energies in the next few days. It is really starting to feel like everything is blending into one right now. How are you feeling with that? I feel that the days, literally I wake up and I go back to bed. It's really fascinating, and it's been like that for quite a while, but this month has definitely sped up on another level of reality from my perspective. I'm not sure how you guys feel, but from my perspective, we have gone a whole new level of reality. I guess the message for this full moon is it's time to rise up, my babes. There's no other way around it. How many of you have had some huge whopping surprises in the last few weeks? I have massively. My goodness, the struggles are real. The surprises are real. The insights are real. The intuition is real. The like I'm like saying things and then verbatim, every single piece of it is happening. My predictions, if you're not on my conscious conversations or on my social media channels, my predictions are coming in very, very, very quickly right now. And the funny thing about it is, and you guys are probably realizing this as well, because you're a bunch of amazing, incredible, psychic, intuitive beings that, people are still trying to kid you. Like, you can see a situation unfolding exactly. You even tell them, and then it happens exactly, but then it's you that's crazy for saying it. So, like, be aware that split is happening in a much bigger way right now. People are returning, masks are being uncovered. The amount of stories that I have heard over the last week, 2 weeks in particular, about the truth coming out about people, it is absolutely wild. Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you and what's going on in your life. There are false promises, and the truths, like, seeding and things like that, they've had to come to the surface over the last few days, and we haven't seen the last of that topic, just so you guys know. Now, all of this goes hand in hand. So we've spoken here about, some of maybe the heavier side of things, but obviously that goes hand in hand with the flip side of it. So we're gaining much required clarity. We're having an opportunity to share, see, feel, and hear. And that's not been available on this level for a very long time. Relationships are going to another level. I said this, I don't know when, in a recent video, that relationships are either very traumatic right now, a lot's coming to the surface, or they are powering in love in such a beautiful and a high speed. It's like a high speed chase that's taking place. Now, whichever side of the coin that you are on right now, just know that you are there, and know that anything, and I truly believe that anything in relationships can be resolved as long as the two parties are willing to actually take, some steps forwards to do that. Remember, realizations are there for us to see if we are brave enough. Now, I'm not saying, reduce your standards. I'm not saying, skip on your values or any of that. What I'm saying is sometimes people mirror back to us where they are at so that we can actually give them the opportunity to heal. And this is what is very, very important. You're probably finding right now, certainly I'm finding it, that people are like, I love your insights, I love what's going on, but when it comes to me, no, I'm not interested. And you guys are probably seeing that too, which is why I don't like to share my insights with people. When people constantly ask for insights, it's their validation, it's their neediness that is requiring that. So I just want to bring that up into consciousness. You can say no. You can say no. And no is a one-word sentence, you know, and we have to be comfortable with a one-word sentence. So under this Scorpio moon, there is going to be so many opportunities. There is going to be love and healing at a plentiful level, because these energies are really in kind of like a get shit done. It's intention, it's manifestation and affirmation time. Constantly bring it back to you. I am energy. I am love. And what you'll notice from that is, by default of you giving yourself all of this beautiful time, what you will recognize is that you'll be surging to get things done in a much quicker way. Certainly in my world, things are happening at a rate of knots. I'm just about to embark. I'm not at home, which is why I've got this background on, by the way. I probably should have said that earlier, because I know some of you don't like it when I have these kind of backgrounds on, but you know, I'm not at home, which is why I've got this background on. I'm just about to go off on a huge wonder, massive for humanity, massive, massive, massive. And what's fascinating right now is, you know, clarity is having to come up, and things are having to be done to ensure that what's about to be embarked on is safe, is full of love, is actually the right thing that's going to be happening. So it's really surging things forwards personally for me right now, and I would imagine that that's happening for you guys, because at the end of the day, I just get the energetics around it. It's not, you know, it's not just for me, because I can't channel for myself, believe it or not. There is a massive breakthrough transformational energy that we are able to step into if we choose. We can sit in our old comfort, or what we can do is we can say, you know what, no, I am not going to sit here in the old. I am going to step into who I truly am at my core, whether that's fierce and loyal and open and honest. And if other people don't like it, then so be it. Authenticity, whatever that looks like to you, is the only way forward from here. If you can step into authenticity, the energies will work with you and will become extremely, extremely productive. Now, that said, there are a lot of people with stuff going on at the moment, particularly on the face. I actually know 5 people that have had quite serious things happen with their face, whether it be cold sores, whether it be boils, whether it be, like, all of this stuff is coming up at the moment. And what we need to recognize is that when stuff hits the face, it's because we are having a temper tantrum, because we're not getting our own way. And the face says, I'm going to show you that you feel you're not getting your own way, so that you have to sit back and reflect. So if anybody is out there right now that has got something going on with their face and they're blaming other people, stop that. Go inwards and recognize where it is that you feel that you're not getting your own way and you're having temper tantrums, and get a grip on those. Okay. And one of my best friends has this going on at the moment. So she's going to be like, yeah, thanks for that. But the truth of the matter is, this is a very important thing that we need to recognize. Like, we're stamping our feet because we're not getting our own way, and it's showing on the face. It is literally showing on the face. If you are honest, if you are truthful, if you are standing in authenticity, you're not going to be having that stuff go on. However, if you are being stubborn because you want to get your own way, even though you know that it is not authentic, it might be authentic, but it's not actually the right thing, it's not reasonable behavior, boom, your face is going to be getting hit. So just be very, very aware of that right now. Sorry, my phone is going crazy. The truth has nowhere to hide anymore. Expect to be shocked at some of the things that come up for you. Expect to be humbled with beliefs. Like, I have been humbled so significantly in the last couple of days. I genuinely believed something, like, with all of my heart, like with every ounce of my heart. And then boom, just like that, the truth and the reality came out. And you know what? I am so grateful that people can no longer hide their true colors. Remember, at the moment, reactions will be blamed on those reacting rather than the behavior that caused it. It is such a confusing time because we are in Mercury retrograde. People are really projecting their stuff at the moment. So please, You know, just be very careful with that. My recommendation, like I've had a reaction recently and that was held against me. But do you know what? Nothing about the behavior leading it up to that was considered. It's my own fault. I should never have reacted. However, I'm giving you this warning to be very, very careful because the manipulators are jumping on it right now. So just be very, very aware, be very careful with who you are hanging around, be very careful with where you are investing your love and energy, ladies and gents. It is so important. You know, let me know if this is resonating with you. It's like we're walking on eggshells right now because it's like, oh my God, you know, like I'm one of those people that constantly says how I feel and constantly keeps my promises. And when people let me down, like it really hurts me. It really hurts me. Now, I know this is my own shit. I know that this is, you know, trauma responses, but, you know, at the end of the day, keep your word if you say you're going to. Like that's where I stand on it. Otherwise, it's lies. Okay, so we are going to be quantum leaping at the end of this month. Around the 29th is the date that I've been given this. The energies from our deepest, darkest past are being released. Like literally, it's going to be going to the depths of your soul, and these things are going to be brought up and they are going to be removed. Now, the work that I'm about to embark on is absolutely reflective of this. There will be distractions, there will be deceit being shown, and there will be destructive behaviors taking place around this time as well. So do keep your wits about you. Now, the destruction, literally just as I'm talking about this, I'm being shown that there's going to be more destruction around water. Now, I have been talking about the water for a very long time, and there's actually some work that I need to be doing around the water when I'm away. So I'm going to be managing your expectations. When I left Australia, it rained for weeks. There was flooding. There was all of these different things. Obviously, we've seen what's been going on in the UAE, in the Middle East, regarding flooding and things like that, like freak floods. Mama G is not happy. She's not happy. And the more people meddle, like people seem to think that it's okay to meddle, and the issue that we've got is the more that we meddle, the more pissed off she's going to get. Excuse my French, but that's the case. She's going to push back. She is going to create healing for the people. Okay, so there is a massive surge of energy around healing wounds over the coming days, really, really into the full moon. The full moon is going to be shining a light on where your wounds are. Now, this wounded healer energy is really surfacing. And what I'm talking about there is, you know, victimhood, past trauma. So we can bring it to the surface much more quickly right now. We really, really can if you want to. Now, there are a number of people out there that are kind of saying, oh, I don't need to know what it is. But actually, that's just what I call like scratching the surface and then papering over the cracks. It's always going to come back and bite you on the arse unless you are willing to go deep and actually sit with yourself and recognize why you have created this. You cannot clear it. And what that then does is impact the collective consciousness on this. So collective healing is having extra energy put behind it right now. So it's down to you whether you're going to let the side down or not. You know, like religion is a really good example of, oh, no, just repent your sins and you're okay. Don't worry, you can cause as many sins as you like. As long as you repent them, it's okay. That's scratching the surface and then just not actually going deep enough to recognize what has gone on. It's very important that we break the mold with this right now. Very important. Now, I am running a Healing Hangs on the 24th of April, 2024, so in just a few days. And that is going to be looking at releasing this victimhood, releasing the past traumas, and releasing any of the wounds that we have around us. And this is happening online. And these sessions are very, very powerful. They are recorded only for the people that have bought tickets. You cannot buy it after the event, okay? So if, God forbid, you can't come for any reason, you will get a recording sent to your inbox afterwards. You can watch it. Apparently, they're as powerful afterwards as they are whilst you are there. So please do not panic if you're like, oh my God, I need that, but I'm not available on that date. You will get it sent as soon as it's downloaded and uploaded. I will send it out to you so that you can get involved in that. So again, we have got greater connection coming to our guides, to spirit, to our intuition, to our psychic abilities and telepathy right now. We can literally, like, I'm scaring myself with the predictions that I'm making. I'm scaring myself with some of the things that are coming out of my mouth. I'm scaring myself. And I'm being honest about this. Like, I'm not in fear with my gifts. I embrace my gifts every step of the way. But let me be straight. When I said that Dubai was going to flood, um, I didn't know where it came from. And then when it did, a few days ago, a week ago, whenever that was, I was a little bit like, okay, be careful what you're speaking. And and then when I'm predicting exact scenarios and people are like, no way, no way, no way, that's not going to happen. And then it happens. Like, this is happening every couple of days at the moment. I'm getting these energetic surges, and it's almost like I can completely see into the future, which I know is what psychics do, but it's almost like I'm getting a video being played in front of me, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll communicate that. It's extremely interesting. So do lean into your gifts right now, ladies and gents. We have the power at our fingertips to lean in and become whatever it is. If you fear your gifts, of course, they're not going to come through in the way that you choose to. So what I would do, first and foremost, is hold your heart, allow yourself to get out into nature or whatever, and just allow your intuition to guide you. Allow your intuitive nature to just guide you on this journey, and allow yourself to just be in that energy. Anything else that comes through, seeing, feeling, hearing, spirit, like that, just go with it as and when it comes up. Communication is on the rise, which is very interesting because we are in Mercury retrograde. So people are shooting from the hip right now. Now we've only got a few days left, maybe a week, 5 or 6 days left of this. What we're noticing is that people are speaking out. People are sharing stuff from the past, and also their heart's desires for the future. Now, what we're doing by this is we're really taking our power back. We're really saying, yes, this is what is happening for us right now. This is what happened, but it's not going to shape my future. And this is the way that the future is going to be. We are saying enough is enough. We're not going to invest in this anymore. We're going to invest in this, which in turn creates healing in love, in truth, and authenticity. Gosh, it's such a powerful time that we're living in right now, right? Freedom, freedom, freedom. It's time for change. It's time for us to take our power back. And this is happening in micro moments, is the way that I'm going to say this right now. It's not like we're overturning everything and we're just storming like a lot of people wanted us to do. We're taking our freedom back by just dismantling certain areas. There is a revolution taking place, but it's a much more quiet revolution. It's a conscious revolution. So what we're actually witnessing is whereby people used to want war and like massive events like that to see change. What we're actually doing is we're just quietly creating chaos, and we're quietly creating the change out of the chaos, and recognizing that the structure is being dismantled. You know, the more and more people that are hearing about the seeding that's taken place in the UAE, they're like, wow, if that happens over there, that must happen over here. So by default, the hand is being shown and the structure is being dismantled. The power is being taken away, which is fabulous. All we need to do for us to get this shift done and to move to New Earth is choose our reality. That's it. It doesn't mean you need to be a pushover. It doesn't mean that you need to do things that go against you. You know, I've had a lot of people recently in relationships that are being bamboozled to do things that they don't want to do, being bamboozled into things because one person wants it, and it's control. Structure is being dismantled. You need to see the clarity. Choose your reality, because that is what you are going to live. You can politely decline anything that anybody asks you to do. You don't have to be okay with what other people feel is normal. You know, we have this real difference between higher vibration and lower vibration. The low vibration right now, they're thinking that really quite bizarre things are okay, but it's down to you to decide which one you're okay with. We have these two different realities on offer. One is technology and one is nature. One is control and heaviness, because we're all addicted to technology and things like that. And the other one is freedom. And you can't have some values in one and some values in the other. If you've got some values that are lower vibration down here, like trying to control what something which is unhealthy, that's down here. People don't get it. They think, oh, because I meditate and because I go for walks in nature and because I talk a good story, I'm going to be high vibration. Or because the people I hang around or the person that I'm dating. These two different realities are so obvious, and it's becoming so much easier to spot it right now. Now, because of the Scorpio in this full moon, we are seeing emotions and sensitivity massively. Now, a couple of days ago, was it a couple of days ago? Yeah, on the 18th of April, whenever that was, I was extremely emotional. I haven't been that emotional in a long time, probably a year, in fact, because it was a year that something pretty, dear to my heart took place. And I do believe that it's because of the full moon energies. I do believe that it's because of, the heightened energies with the Scorpio. But I also believe this is a really important time to purge, ladies and gents. I actually had a reading recently, and I know I've mentioned it before, but she actually said to me, you need to grieve the baby. You need to grieve the pregnancy. And I was like, wow, I thought I'd done that. And I actually feel that was a very, very important piece of the puzzle. So, ladies and gents, if you have stuff like that going on, please, please, please do be aware that, this is a real thing right now. People ask you to paper over the cracks. People ask you to move forwards. And sometimes that's not actually what we need to do. We need to sit with it. We need to allow ourselves to be emotional. So I've actually spoken out on social media about doing a ceremony for anybody that's been through a miscarriage, anybody that's had a stillbirth, anybody that's lost a young child or a baby. I'm actually going to do a ceremony on full moon on behalf of everybody so that we can get connected to our angel babies and really, really shift this heaviness and this emotion and this heavy heart. So I'm going to be doing that on that day. If you would like yourself or and this is for the baby, so if you've been through one of those things that I've just mentioned, please do comment below and I will include you in that. Obviously, please do it before the 23rd, the evening of the 23rd, in the Northern Hemisphere. So let's go with UK time because that's how that's the time zone that I am on. So I can obviously include you in that anytime after the 23rd. I'm sorry. By all means, share, but I will, I'll just add it to what's been done, but you won't be included in that one. So this energy is very powerful for death and rebirth. Death is painful. There's no other way of looking at it. But rebirth is absolutely stunning. So remember, whatever you are going through, it will have an end to it. I promise you that. Every hard day has to finish at some point. Every hard spell that you are going through has to come to an end at some point. So please keep focused on that, my beautiful beings of light. I actually did a really powerful video with a guy that I met in New Zealand called Matt Phillips, and we actually spoke about suicide and men's mental health in there. So I will link that video to this video so that you guys can watch that with ease. It's a very, very powerful video, and he's a great guy. So fertility is a huge area of focus under this moon. And you guys know this makes me so excited. Of course, it's rebirth. Of course, fertility is going to be a massive surge. So if you're looking to conceive, if you are looking to have a baby, if you are looking to make the land more fertile or whatever that looks like to you, or just generally boost your fertility, then please know that you have the energies on your side for this. Regeneration is happening instantaneously as well right now. So if you are looking to rejuvenate, if you are looking to regenerate the land or relationships or anything like that, please do know that you have a helping hand from the unity. That's because I was about to say community from the universe. And the universe is you, by the way. There is also a massive energy around community, collaboration, and empowering each other, which is why I said unity a moment ago. But obviously, that's a message for someone out there. This is about unity and unification. So please do recognize we don't need to do this on our own. We can reach out to people. We can have these incredible communities around us. It's much more powerful to collaborate right now. I speak about it all the time, but we went from the 111 energy on the 2nd of February 2022. We went into the 222 energy. That is all about community. That's all about coming together, holding hands, women's circles, men's circles, empowering each other. So please do lean into that energy and just know that it's there. So if somebody's inviting you to go somewhere, be open to that. Out with the old and in with the new. We have a number of years to process yet. However, we are stepping forward much more quickly than ever before to new earth. If you are ready to shed your baggage, if you are willing to say, no, this isn't serving me anymore, and actually stick with it and move forwards, you can really help catapult us to new earth right now, purely because of the consciousness that you are living in. Please recognize awareness is being brought to what you could not see before. Power, control, secrets, lies, truth. It's very important. And I'm not just talking about the governments and stuff. I'm talking about in your relationships. I'm talking about in your friendships. I'm talking about in your career, in your business, in all areas. This is what is happening right now. Now, I've been talking about relationships a lot through April, and we are seeing a massive surge in manipulation in relationships. So please be aware of this. Like, you can change it, but you need to recognize it in yourself and in whoever before you can actually change it. Now, this could be intimate relationships or global relationships. This could be, government. This could be parent-child. This could be any number of relationships. Manipulation is at a height that we have never seen before. Why? Because it needs to go. Now, if somebody tells you that they manipulate, believe them. If somebody tells you they'll manipulate other people, believe that they will manipulate you as well. Do not believe that you are special. Control and manipulation is massive under this full moon. Power struggles, no compromises. Believe what people say and what their actions show you. Financial implications and digital issues are coming up in a big way. So I see that there is going to be a lot more shifts in the banks and the investment banks. Now, I'm hearing at a really beautiful conversation, I think it was yesterday or the day before, around silver. I'm hearing a lot about digital currencies right now. So just be very aware what is going on in those areas. Do your research, invest some time. If this is an area that you really like go find people that you trust and hang around them, ask them really good questions. Travel could be coming up and presented at very short notice. As you guys know, I am wondering again. What is about to unfold over the next couple of weeks is going to be revolutionary. I have made some massive predictions. I think I've told them to my conscious conversation community. I don't believe I've said it publicly. And I know that my team are tracking these because everything that I'm speaking at the moment is coming true. So I have given some massive predictions that I believe will happen once I have finished the work over the next couple of weeks. So please, please, please. And the financial stuff comes into this as well. Just as then I was like, all right, where am I going? And yeah, okay, yeah. So the financial stuff will kick into this as well. So please do note that it's very important that we just have a level of consciousness on all of this. I'm letting you know information before I go and do what I do, because this is how I get my insights. This is the gold that gets shared with me as to why I'm going to do these. Things may feel more challenging than it needs to right now, especially around communication. Take a step back. You do not need to be involved. Watch from afar, observe, and do not consume. Even if you are involved in the conversation, you can take a step back and you can allow people to show you how they are and where they are. You do not need to involve yourself. So please, please, please recognize that. It's a busy month, right? A really busy month. Freedom, money, and technology require some investment in your life right now. Invest some love into those areas. Have a feel into what you feel you need to do. Are you feeling free? Are you free to do whatever it is that you need to do? Sit with it. I've been doing quite a lot of work over the last couple of days where money is concerned. I've really been feeling into where I need to put things and how they're going to be. I've also been looking at my freedom in a very, very big way. It's amazing what makes you feel trapped when you stay out of something. You know, you just give yourself a moment and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I was trapped. So please do invest some time, love, and effort into that so that you can see where maybe you're not realizing where you are shackled. Decisions require time, effort, and energy right now. Be honest about what you are looking for. It's no longer about settling or taking the jibes that you're not good enough. People saying that you'll never do better, you'll never amount to anything. That's actually manipulation. It's actually a level of control so that you don't realize your worth. Remember, you are so important in this. Nobody needs to put you down ever. Hopefully, that sort of nonsense will stop when we get out of Mercury retrograde. But I do feel that this is just an energy that's coming up to surface right now because of the manipulation that I spoke about earlier. Beauty and self-care is a priority right now. We really have this opportunity to roll back the years. And I'm talking youthfulness, I'm talking rejuvenation, and I'm talking anti-aging. Now, I have been doing a couple of things recently, and I'm really quite shocked at the results that I'm getting. I'm going to be honest with you. I really, really am quite shocked. So I'm going to keep doing that. Once I've been doing it for a while and I'm really happy with the results, I'm really comfortable that it's happened, I am going to share them with you guys. So do keep watching this. But the opportunity to rejuvenate and wind back the years right now is a real thing, even down to my teeth. You know, like I'm rejuvenating my teeth right now, which so many people say you can't do, but I'm going to disagree. It's time to let go of all that does not serve and that will not serve. It's a choice you need to make, wobble or well-being. This full moon is basically saying, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep wobbling? Oops. Are you going to keep wobbling? Or are you going to really choose your well-being and your wellness? Which one are you going to choose, my beautiful bunch of babes? So as always, I'm about to give you an exercise to utilize the energies and neutralize these energies under this full moon. So if you haven't already, please press pause, go grab a piece of pen, a piece of paper and a pen, and we can go forwards with the exercise. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm actually going to be doing mine this time in two different places. Okay, so if you're doing it at home, please, first and foremost, cleanse your auric field. No matter where you are, cleanse your auric field. And as you do that, please release everything that no longer serves me. Please bring me everything for my highest good and for the collective's highest good. Same with your space. Wander around, smudging. Please release anything that no longer serves me and bring in the energies that are going to support mine and humanity's growth. Now, drop into meditation for about 15 minutes. Yes, you can have music on. You can go to the beach if you want to. You can do whatever it is that you would like to do. Set your space up, have your crystals around you, but do go into meditation for about 15 minutes and feel into everything that you would like to let go of. When you come out of your meditation after 15 minutes, set an alarm, write and allow yourself to let it all go. Like literally look at every area of your life and look at what it is that you're looking to let go. And then once you have done that, burn the paper. Now, I would suggest that you should be writing for about 15 to 20 minutes minimum. Okay. And then burn the paper. As I said earlier, I'm actually going to be doing a ceremony. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing the work. I'm going to do the meditation at home. I'm then going to, or wherever, and then I'm going to do the writing. And then I'm going to go to the beach where I'm going to do a ceremony to release everything that no longer serves me. And I'm going to do a really beautiful ceremony for all of the babies and the young people that we have lost over the years. Ladies and gents, please trust you're exactly where you need to be. Exactly. You are so loved. You are so loved. And you are such an important piece of this puzzle. I will be doing some more ceremonies for other areas in the future, but right now I'm going to be focusing on the babies and the children and the young, the young ones. Okay, so I love you guys to the moon and stars. How cool is this picture? I freaking love it. I love you guys to the moon and stars. I will see you in the next video. Lots of love.